heels of some of the things that have been going on, like the story of Kim Davis, who was decided she couldn't, based on her religious beliefs, write out marriage certificates for gay folks. We have a different kind of controversy, but kind of the same. Charee Stanley is a devout Muslim flight attendant who says she was suspended by her employer for sticking by her religious beliefs, which forbids her serving alcohol to passengers. Please welcome Charee Stanley. Hey. So, what exactly happened? You're a flight attendant, and I mean, I think most of us have seen flight attendants serve food and alcohol, and so what happened in your case that was different?
Well, you know, the thing is as a flight attendant, our primary responsibility is for the safety and security of every passenger and crew member. That is primary. I think that it has been blown out of proportion to be serving alcohol because it's such a non-essential issue. I went to 4 weeks of training learning federal aviation regulations, learning aircraft, learning how to save your life if you happen to be my passenger and have a heart attack. Not once was I taught how to make a Bloody Mary. Is the non-essential function, the primary responsibility being safety and security. So what happened was, as a new revert to Islam, relatively new, the explicit ruling is that you cannot consume alcohol. I was not unaware that I wasn't able to serve it or sell it as well.
Because you were doing
you were aware of that.
I was doing it previously because I wasn't aware. When I became aware, I brought it to the attention of my management to say, hey, this is what's going on. This is what I now know. What can we do? No problem. Why don't you just make an arrangement with the other flight attendant, and then we'll go from there. And it worked 100% without incident. Even the young lady who made the complaint agreed to it. So it's not that the passengers aren't being served. I just can't serve them.
You say it's non-essential, though. I can't get on a plane without a drink.
I was just thinking that. I need at least 2 drinks.
I mean, not for you, but for me, it's non-essential. For you as a passenger, we're more than happy to give you what you need.
Yeah.
Much
so
nicer.
you're saying that another steward, or what do you call yourselves?
Flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
Yes,
Another
ma'am.
flight attendant could do the drink part.
Absolutely.
So what was
boxes?
So what was the problem with that then? Why didn't they just do that?
There wasn't. She did it actually. She
So
agreed
why
to
did
it,
they
and
fire
she said,
you?
great question for her. Can't answer that.
You don't know.
We actually reached out to ExpressJet for a statement, and here's what they said. They said, at ExpressJet, we embrace and respect the values of all of our team members. We're an equal opportunity employer with a long history of diversity in our workforce. As Ms. Stanley is an employee, we are not able to comment on her personal matters. So
It's not a personal matter. It is a business matter. They took away my livelihood. I no longer have an income. I don't have health benefits. I don't have dental. I don't have vision.
What about them maybe moving to a job where you can fulfill all the duties within
Why
your...
would I have to move to another job? I applied to be a flight attendant. I love my job. ExpressJet is a great company, and we have the best crew out there. I've worked with great captains, FOs, flight attendants. Why would I love what I am doing right now, and I should be able to do that if I want to. I do.
In the job requirements, in the sense of what we now know as passengers for a flight attendant to be, you don't necessarily...
Yeah, I want to talk about the legal fight now, because your lawyer's in the audience, Lena Masri. Lena, and you guys are prepared to take this to the federal court, but do you think that her case is similar to the case of Kim Davis, who had an inherent problem with her religious liberty, such as your client with fulfilling her duty?
So, huge difference between Kim Davis and the case of Charee Stanley. Kim Davis is an elected official. She took an oath to uphold and to serve the law. And by asking for a religious exception, she's essentially denying equal access to the law to a huge segment of the population.
Right.
She's refusing to do her job. In the case of Charee, she went to the airlines and asked them, I want to be able to accommodate the passengers. Can we set up an arrangement where my religious beliefs are protected, where I'm not the one serving, but the flight attendant that is always with me? It's a very reasonable arrangement for whenever a passenger asks that the other flight attendant...
So if you had to do it all over again, would you take a job as a flight attendant?
I would. I love flying.
But they would tell you can't do it unless you serve alcohol.
The law states that I should have an accommodation. It doesn't. I should not have to choose between earning a living and practicing my religion properly.
I'm confused because now I don't know what. So, why did they fire you?
She doesn't know.
Technically, they've not fired me. They've placed me on a 12-month unpaid leave. Pending if after 12 months my employment could be administratively terminated.
We're gonna have to bring her back. We're gonna have to bring her back. There's so much. I know you have. Look at Whoopi's face.
And I know you're prepared to fight and take this to federal court right now.
What about working on an airline?
Okay, here's the deal.
We have to come back.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let me do me.
Go ahead. Do you?
I was going to wrap up,
You do you.
but I'm just going to be cold now. Thank you, Charee.
Thank you.
And thank you, Lena. We'll be right back.